Hello. I want to make this video for Hillary Clinton. I want to mention to the viewers, the few viewers, hopefully someone will agree with me and will carry on the message to other people if possible, make videos for Hillary Clinton as well, and if as many people as possible can make videos for Hillary Clinton, then maybe there is a chance that she will win and even defy the odds of all the slander and the corporate attempts to get people turned against her. So the reason, the reason why so many people are turning against Hillary Clinton, people who wouldn't even know about her or about anything all of those people, they don't even know anything about her, about what she does. The only reason why they even know her name and they know anything that's false is because of these terrible market psychologists and the terrible propaganda that is put out there against her. And I'm making videos, that's all I can, as the end of activism, making videos to counteract this incredible damage that is being done every day against her, against everyone, because by turning people against Hillary Clinton, they turn people against themselves, because Hillary Clinton is there for all of us, and she will give you health care. She will even give you dental health care. You can have your teeth fixed and all of this, and otherwise you're just going to be having to wear dentures eventually. Or she'll make it that you do not have to lose your teeth. She will protect your health, and she will do all of this, but people turn against her, and she will also give you more opportunity for schools and for an education and all of this, but people turn against her because they prefer to believe the slander, the corporate slander that is so neatly packaged into the whatever, the tough badass type of propaganda from the libertarians, or from sneaky commercials and sneaky subliminal things in movies, or sneaky little plot tweakings in movies that have been plotted into it through bribery of the filmmaker and all of this. All of this is happening. People don't realize it. They're not informed about it, and that's why I make videos trying to inform people that when there's this incredible resistance towards one politician, then the only reason for that is because that politician has been slandered to the core by all of these media outlets, and we need to stir against it, and we need to free ourselves from this, particularly from this terrible peer pressure that is being used on people in order to and they use shaming. This is how the shaming works. A politician, completely neutral politician, not neutral to the corporations, because the politician will do something to, let's say, protect the forests. Okay, so the logging industry is huge. Okay, please trust me. They make toilet paper out of ancient redwood trees that lived here before Jesus Christ. Probably lived here when the Buddha was still roaming the earth. So, and yes, it is an atrocity to cut these ancient redwood trees. The Clintons are against the logging. Okay. Therefore, the logging industry will slander the Clintons. Makes sense? Yeah, makes a lot of sense. The problem comes in when the people fall head over, hook, line, and sinker for this type of propaganda. And that's why I make videos, because Paul doesn't want to be in the picture here, so that's why I had to tilt it. But I'm just trying as an end of activism as desperately as I can to get this understood, the mechanisms that are being in place here. Okay, there's nothing wrong with Hillary Clinton, but the corporations will twist it in a way, and they will make you feel ashamed if you protected her or if you said something good about her. So they'll make you feel, they use your own shame that you already have from your peer groups, from your parents, from your church, from your minister, all that shaming, you know, like all this terrible unempowerment that you have been drilled into your head all your life, you know, and in this terrible old school way of thinking, and all of this is drilled into people. And so the corporations just utilize that for themselves. They will rub it in further, and they know exactly how to do it. Richard Berman is a very smart cookie, that guy. He knows exactly how to manipulate people. He studies people, and then he just uses what is already there. He uses their shame that they already have, and he will just put anything that he wants you to do, or how you want to vote, how you go shopping. He will just enforce that. He will just link up a washing powder with shame of not buying it, you know. And the same works for the politician, and they do this with utmost skills. And that's why I say, pay attention, folks. Don't fall into it. You know, just don't fall into it. Why fall into it and then have and then vote for the wrong politician and then have all the forests logged that we need? We need the forests to breathe air. And this is just one out of many examples that I could list here. The list goes on and on and on and on. They also made people ashamed, and this is a specific target group that they have, the Republicans. They made people ashamed to accept that we have human pollution caused global warming, climate change. Global warming is that term alone is already so utterly misunderstood and deliberately misconstructed in order to be misunderstood, in order to be used against believing it. So what is happening is, okay, let me explain this in depth. Okay, we have different gases that the industries, the human industries, produce. One single farm, a family farm, is not responsible for this. What's responsible for this is mass scale factory farming and suffering animals and methane gases and fossil fuel gases, and all of this going into the atmosphere in such massive amounts as it has never happened before in history. Not even the Tyrannosaurus Rex was able to create something like this ever. They never damaged the environment. They had something else happened there. They had meteorites showering down. So, but this time it's actually caused by humans, a disaster of epic proportions. We can prevent the absolute worst from happening if we vote for the right politician now, who will establish who will completely reform the entire incentive system towards green energy, so that we can use solar energy. That solar energy will become our energy source, which makes a lot of sense, logical. The sun is there, it's very powerful. It's going to be there for another thousands of trillions of years. Okay, so, and it has steady energy and it's free. Okay, so we all live on the sun. We wouldn't be here, we wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Elon Musk is doing this amazing work to create the technology to gather solar energy and to make it work for our cars, for our homes, and so on. So Hillary Clinton is going to support all of this. This is huge and major. She's also going to bring the troops back. She's going to try everything she can to create peace in the Middle East. That's why they wanted her as the Secretary of State, so that she could be the representative for the United States, while in fact the people who had the strings in the hands for the interior issues, they were messing everything up. Okay. Including the secretaries of the interior, particularly the former one. Okay, how he was really messing things up. And unbelievable things happened. Rounding up of horses, and under Salazar, and Obama hired him, and he hired him because the cattle industry has pushed that Salazar guy into that position, and they got Obama to hire him. I don't know whether they paid him, but the chances are pretty high that they paid him a lot of money so that he would hire Salazar, so that Salazar could round up the horses, make them terrified, and I even had a nervous breakdown because of this in 2012. It bothered me that much, and that's why I make these videos, because it is absolutely horrific what's going on. Wild horses that need to be free. Okay? They rounded them up and they are terrified. They think they're going to get executed, and many of them did. And the other ones they drilled, and then they sold them, and so it's absolutely horrific. Absolutely, it's insane what's going on. And Salazar also had the wolves shot from airplanes, called aerial shooting, that was sanctioned by the Secretary of the Interior, Salazar. I don't know what whether Sally Jewell is continuing this route. It seems like she's doing a little bit better, and I hope that she's gonna completely outlaw this. But Obama hired the Salazar, so Bush did a lot of damage. Barack Obama made a lot of things worse, including Homeland Security and ETA laws, which took away our civil rights, our freedom of speech rights, and the basic constitutional rights for existence here in the United States. So they're taking those away, and they were pushing for torture and all of these things that are absolutely inconceivable for any modern society. So, and that's why more modern society, as in Canada and Europe, would never accept something like this. So I hope that Canada will outlaw the seal clubbing. I really, really wish that. Again, there's a lobby behind it, and unfortunately they pay their way through into legislation, and this is happening here also with numerous things. And that's why we need to vote for Hillary Clinton, because she is not pro-corporate. Yes, they slander her. They're trying to put that on her, those suitcases on her back, and those are false suitcases. Those are the suitcases of Bush, Barack Obama, and all these other Republican people, all these lobbyists that are in Congress. and that are pushing their way through the legislation. And one of them even made it to the head of Department of Agriculture, which is the ultimate conflict of interest there is. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Research it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself, okay? The person who is head of agriculture is a Monsanto lobbyist, and is someone who works very closely with them, and who is basically the middleman who pushes Monsanto's pesticides all the way down the entire legislation, all the way down to the rural legislations of the United States, and I have seen the worst happen already because of this. And I was able to stop in the nick of time a person from using a pesticide to eradicate invasive species, you know, with that toxic stuff that would have been like equivalent to getting rid of a tumor by using a nuclear bomb. Basically, that's how it is. So we cannot allow this to happen. We all live here on this planet. Animals live here on this planet. We all want to live. We all want to be happy. We want to be healthy. We don't want to be bombed with pesticides that pesticides are responsible for a cancer increase by 300 to 400%. I just wanted to mention this, so this is not a coincidence. The numbers are crystal clear, hard on paper, and they're out there, and the statistics is out there. Okay, there's absolutely no debate about it. The curve has gone up sky high since 1950, when pesticides were introduced on a wide scale in mass agriculture. That's when the cancer rates, they started to skyrocket and are up over 300%. Like testicular cancer, for example, that has risen above 300%. Okay, this is not a coincidence. This is directly linked to the use of pesticides. So all of these things, you know, it will take me 10 hours to talk about all these issues. Okay, and that's why we need to vote for Hillary Clinton, to prevent this incredible destruction from happening, and to make things turn around and move towards making life better here on Earth. Take care. Vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016.